13 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Cowboys, leader at quarterback. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Vikings, next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about yourself. You feel good in your preparation. But yeah, that healthy team is usually the better team as well.
So out they come for their opening drive of this ball game. They are brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Well, the whole league, Brock, maybe the whole world at this point has been following this squad's pursuit of perfection. And what makes it so much more impressive, they've been able to remain unbeaten despite all the injuries they've had to deal with.
And every time someone's gone down, we've thought, well, maybe the 72 Dolphins have been rooting that this is the injury that'll lead to that first loss. But at every turn, this team has responded and kept this well-oiled machine going. This is a team who's proven they're worthy of this pursuit of perfection.
He just throws this one away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie starter out of Michigan State University.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing. What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Baker now from the gun. He loses the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. A lot of grass ahead. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Rolling left, buying some time. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Trying to work quickly now. Throwing now, off play action. Rolling out to his left. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Connection made to Shakir. Rolling into enemy territory. This play goes for 36. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down, here's Mayfield. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted, it's going to be fourth down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
McAllister now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. They'll throw on first. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 34. Pearsall there to grab it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Here's the give on third and short. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line. To throw it on first down. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Cowboys touchdown.
Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He's on the move. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Goal to go. They're passing. Flush down out to his left. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
McPherson to add the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Vikings now set to take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Here's Swift to start the drive. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light, well, on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Going run again with Swift. Jukes out a one-stop. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and goal, Swift. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. Again, it's going to be Swift. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. McAllister now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. They're throwing it. On the move, headed right. Nabbed along the sideline by Higgins. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep trying.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes out to the left. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Baker now. Has his man, it's Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Baker to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Running behind center with Swift. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Back to the well again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. McAllister now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys and wide receiver Ladd McConkey set for another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Throwing it to start this drive. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Pearsall on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense working quickly. The handoff on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60.
Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. He breaks the tackle. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Shakir sent in motion left. First down, here's Swift. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Micah Parsons making that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. On 3rd down, here's Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A handoff left for Swift. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. This time it's a passing play. Shakir with the grab. Rolling into enemy territory. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single-point prop as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. You're working quickly here. First down, and they go right back to him. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set.
It's Allen again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Working quickly here. Right back to Allen. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. This is Allen on the give. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Another carry for him. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Back-to-back carries here. And he drives this forward to the 6. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down. Offense up to the line fat. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. One final shot before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Vikings 20.